So we're here with Ed and Jules from the AFJ. What's going on, guys?
Not too much, just enjoying the weekend here.
Enjoying spectating, being around the community, all of that, yeah.
So can you tell the people what the AFJ is all about?
Sure, yeah. So the AFJ is a non-profit organization focused on professionalizing and legitimizing the judging community. So we have sort of three main focus. We have a directory, so these are vested judges who have had years and years of experience at high-level competitions. We have a competition component where we work with competitions at all different levels to provide them with judges, head staff, movement standards, flow of workouts, scorecards, things like that. And then finally we have an education component. So one of our biggest things this year has been our very first in-person judging seminar. And this is something we're expanding to be including an online component, more in-person seminars to really educate judges.
So I've heard good things about the seminar. And that is to elevate all the judges across the community as a whole?
Yes.
Brand new judges to very experienced judges. It's been really interesting having some extremely experienced judges like that have judged the game since 2013 attended one of our recent seminars, and she said it was so good just to hear everything in one cohesive format. So the first couple of hours are more classroom focused, kind of going over SOPs, standard procedures, things like that. And then the afternoon is breakout sessions modeled very similarly to like the L1, L2, where we partner with the PFA. They send us some elite level athletes that can move at speeds and will intentionally kind of try to ride the line like they will in competitions. And we do one-on-ones with the judges in practice, seeing all those movements, and then they get peer feedback or instructor-led feedback to kind of help improve and fine-tune their judging skills.
So I was a former judge, right? And when I did regionals, we would get graded on our performance, and then that either meant you made the floor on Sunday or you didn't. Do you have something similar in place?
Yeah, so when we do the seminar, the judges are then evaluated over the following sort of 3 days of competition, and then after that they're going to get a pass-fail grade, as well as feedback. So, hey, you did this really, really well. You had great positioning in your lane. You weren't so good on spotting depth of a squat, for example, but you also made some really good calls in this workout, this workout, and this workout. So the idea is we're giving them ongoing feedback the entire time, and then at the end of that seminar, they're going to get that pass or fail grade. And then every competition we partner with, we're intentionally making sure there is constant ongoing feedback. So throughout the competition, they're getting that, and they can improve over their career of judging.
So in my opinion, one way to improve online competitions is to have in-person judging for those. Is there any plans in partnering with CrossFit or any other organization to help with online comps?
Yeah, so we've been having sort of pretty regular conversations with CrossFit HQ since the beginning of the year, so we were kind of read in early to what this season was going to look like. We also given some early access to the advanced judges course to give them some feedback on potentially any changes to be made. I think one of the biggest things for the online aspect that they started to do this year was the judge on the floor has the control. Certainly if you look at what's happening at the games right now, the judge on the floor has the final say. It's not the athlete does the work, the judge does their thing, and then they look at the video later and adjust scores. It's like every other sport, it's instantaneous and it's right there, and that needs to be transitioned more over to online competitions.
So you made the news a little bit this year with one incident that happened at CrossFit Mayhem. I don't want to get into the details of that because everybody makes mistakes, right?
Yep.
What things have you put in place to ensure that that is not going to happen again?
Yeah. So in that particular instance, moving forward, we checked everybody's credentials. We just missed one, and I will not stop kicking myself for that. But for all the in-affiliate semifinals, we had everybody that was a team lead at the various venues print out everybody's L1 or L2, their online judging cert, and their advanced judging cert, and that was posted on the walls at each affiliate that we were present at. So not only could they see it, and it was very transparent to the athletes and coaches there, but they also made sure they got our names spelled right and those little nuancy things that could go wrong. So moving forward, that's how we're going to proceed with partnering with any of those kind of
And also with our directory, we're also now including a section on there that we're going to collect everyone's level 1s, level 2s, level 3s, etc. their judge course, and keep track of when they expire. So that we'll also know that, hey, this person's L1 is going to expire in the next 6 months. So they're not only going to get that email from CrossFit, but hopefully in the future they're going to get a reminder from us as well saying, hey, if you are looking to judge next year, you are going to have these certifications. Here is a 6-month warning to what that will look like.
So our new secretary, Lisa, who's been amazing, she is kind of heading up that project of going back through all of the different records of everyone, saying I have my L1, L2, and pulling those certificates, adding it into our database, and then creating that spreadsheet tracker that's going to keep an alert to whether it's like 6 months out, a year out, whatever it is. So,
That's awesome.
it's a lot of legwork, but it needs to be done eventually.
Right. It's legwork at the beginning, but it should get easier as you're building that database, right?
Yeah. Right now we're at about 300 members, so it's a lot of legwork to go back and get all the pieces, but moving forward, it's a lot easier to keep up with. Yeah.
Speaking of the misspelling, do you foresee a day where there's a drop-down list of all like accredited judges?
I think in the future, yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see that being part of, we have this ongoing relationship with CrossFit and things, of eventually having our AFJ certification process as a drop-down list. So now it says, hey, Edward Blanch, L3, Blanch Judge Course, AFJ certified judge, and that may be in the future, potentially that's goes past video review process. So now we're using validated judges, and it maybe skips that process in the future.
So, to finish up, do you guys have anything new coming out? Any expansion?
Yeah, so we just have a brand new board position. So we now have Lefty, who's the head of our European operations. So we have so many amazing judges in Europe, and they've always felt very undervalued, always having to come over to the US for big competitions. Now we have a dedicated person who's going to be running Europe, so working with European competitions, bringing our seminar over to Europe. We also have our next big seminar is going to be the day before Wodapalooza SoCal, so you can sign up through our website or the link on our Instagram bio. And then we're also planning on doing our first European seminar hopefully before the end of the year.
You guys have developed a good relationship with the Wodapalooza crew. You know, you have your first ever seminar at Miami.
Yeah.
Now you're having another one at SoCal.
Yeah.
How did that develop, and how good have they been to like promote what you do?
And our director of competitions, Kevin, is the head judges for Wodapalooza. So yeah. Really.
I mean, I've worked with Wodapalooza since 2016, so I know all of that crew, and they've been very supportive of helping develop and foster the judging community. It's such a great atmosphere because there's so much judging to be had. How do you get to be a good judge? Judge more times. So just watching a lot of reps, and there's just a lot of volume there, so it works really, really well. Minus the elites and the prize purse for the first 2 days, there's not a whole lot of risk in a judge necessarily messing up, where it is at semifinals. We don't want to run it where it's semifinals and we're evaluating judges on how they're doing pass, fail. That's not the narrative we want to run with. We'd like it in an atmosphere where it's a little bit less high stakes for the judges and the athletes as well. So it works really, really nicely for the amount of quantity of judges that are there and the amount of judging they get to do.
And Wodapalooza is always just such an amazing experience for everyone. Like the venues they have, the way they put things together, it's always just a good time.
And it brings people in from all over the world, which is a great opportunity for different judges to get that kind of exposure.
And just the pure mass need, because they're running so many age groups, so many scaling opportunities.
Teams, individual, there's a lot of
Kick
things
up with
happening.
SoCal as well and everything.
Well, I want to thank you both for sitting down with me for a couple minutes. You enjoying the game so far this year?
Oh, absolutely.
It's been a great venue. You know, the first time I judged at regionals was here in this exact venue back in 2017, so it's kind of coming full circle back. So it's kind of a unique experience for me.
Yeah, no, it's been absolutely fantastic. So thank you for sitting down with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate
And hope to talk soon.
Yeah.